Hello there everybody, Dodgy Gamer here, and welcome back for episode 3 of Breaking the Big 3. But this episode is going to be less about breaking that Big 3 up there, the Big 3 teams in Turkey. It's going to be a bit more about breaking the Big 3 in the dressing room. We're going to have a bit of a rant about contracts and dynamics, a little look at tweaking the tactics, and we've got a game with Trabzonspor and a follow-up with Sivaspor. Let's play some Football Manager. Okay, so I'm going to kick things off here right off the bat with a bit of a rant. You see, I'm on the dynamic screen and it doesn't look good. Now, I've been following various content creators and FM YouTubers, and I see a similar thing. People are struggling with the dynamics a bit, particularly early in their saves. This has all come about because of contract disputes with different players in my squad. I've had 4 players come to me with the same story, that they feel they've improved greatly since they signed their original contract and they deserve a new deal. One of them, backup striker, hasn't scored yet this season, only scored 3 goals last season in 30 games. I told him to get lost, and he's promised to prove to me his worth to the squad. So we'll see how that goes. But with the other players, it's been a different story. These have been more influential players who've come and asked for new contracts. Now, the first one, you can see him up here. He's very unhappy, asking to leave, publicly unhappy. Lucas Claro. He's probably our best defensive player in the team. Excuse me. And he came in. He's on 2k a week. He asked for a new contract. I said, sure, I'll speak to you. I thought we got like 12,000 to play with in the wage budget, so I can toss him an extra couple of £1,000 a week. His agent asked for 10,500 a week. I tried to offer 4, agent didn't like it, offered 5, agent shut down the talks. Okay, so moving on a couple of days, the club captain, Urchifci, comes up to me, most influential guy in the squad, obviously. Same story. I said no this time. I was taking a risk here, but I thought he's been rubbish so far in the league. Now, he's improved in the last couple of games. Maybe he's got a point to make to me, but he was on like an average 6.4 at this point a couple of games ago. I'd subbed him in the previous game at half time because he was just giving away too many chances. So I told him, no, you've got to be playing better before we can talk about a new contract. Immediately, team meeting. They are unhappy. What does this guy have to do to prove to you he needs a new contract? So I thought, okay, I don't want to get on the wrong side of the influential players, so I said, okay, I'll open contract talks. Same thing. He's on 2k a week. This time it was like 11 or 11,500 his agent started at. Talks shut down very quickly. Then I had Ahmed Khalili, who I've now dubbed the Great Khalili. He came, same story. I want a new contract, and he is one of the better players in the team, and because of the problems I'd had with the Urchifci situation, I said sure, let's talk. But same story this time. He's on 4k a week. The agent was asking for an amount that the board won't even sanction, like 16,000 a week. It seems in each case they want, quadruple what the player's currently earning. So then a few days passed, and then I started to get team meetings again saying, oh, you haven't kept your promise. And the player saying, you promised to offer me a new contract. I'm going to speak to the rest of the squad about this. This is where I get annoyed. And it's been like this for a few versions now. Maybe this is just me being pedantic. Maybe this is the English language teacher in me. That's my day job. Reading too much into the way this is phrased. But I offered you new contracts. I did not break a promise. I promised to offer you a contract, and I offered you a contract. Your agent rejected it, but I offered it. But then you get all this heat from the squad saying, oh, you've broken your promises, you promised to offer contracts and you didn't. I did. It was the agents. And then you say, okay, I'll sort it out. And then you go and speak to the agent and they say, I'm not interested. Don't want to speak to you. Anyway. Now that's over. I'll calm down a bit. I'll show you what we've been up to since that defeat to Fenerbahce at the end of episode 2. We had another defeat to Başakşehir. Terrible game. Guida Lili was sent off. halfway through the first half. Claro had been injured moments before. We were awful. Look at the stats. We were lucky to only lose 1-0. To be fair, Başakşehir are up there at the top of the table, but still, that was awful. So I switched things up a bit, played some more attacking midfielders, got rid of the defensive midfielder I was using for Osmanlıspor. We won. Wasn't a convincing performance, so pretty dire game. Elvis scored our first goal of the season, finally, and then became known as Elvis Lives again. But as you can see, they actually had the better of the game. But they were the home side, so, you know, a win's a win. We're not going to complain too much about that. But then 2 disappointing 1-1s at home. Karabükspor in poor form, down near the bottom of the table. But they were outplaying us. They took the lead, and it took a penalty from Diamanti for us to level the game. Then Alanyaspor, I mean, they're in better form than Osmanlıspor and Karabükspor, but they were all over us. I mean, for a home game, this was atrocious. But this game had quite a grandstand finish. Now, as you can see, Alanyaspor dominated the stats. First half, they were all over us. I made some changes at half-time, which kind of evened things out a bit. I thought we'd snuck a late win. Diamanti had the ball in the back of the net. But as you can see here, he was sent off. Why? Because when he headed the ball in, he pushed the defender in front of him. That was a foul, second booking, and a moment of hope turned into a moment of despair. Went defensive, they scored in injury time. So then I thought, screw this, threw everybody up front, and luckily it worked. We scored with literally the last kick of the game. So, I think we need a bit of a tactical change. So, that's what we're going to look at. This is the kind of formation we've been playing with. So, I've been building it around these 3 central midfield positions, because this is where we're strongest in the squad. Now, one of them's injured. I can never pronounce his name right. Guy Delay is injured, so we've had Issa drop back into that defensive midfield role, and I've tried various combinations for these 2, but the problem is they're just not getting forward. They're not joining the attack. And the other issue I have is the strikers available to me are all natural target men, which when it's a lone striker and these midfielders are not really getting forward enough, yeah, we're not getting any chances. The ball's maybe getting up to him, but he's isolated, and even though I've got an inside forward here, he's not cutting in that much, and yeah, it's just not working. So I've fallen back to 4-4-2, kind of. I haven't used 4-4-2 for a sustained period on Football Manager, probably since about Football Manager 2009, something like that. But come up with a couple of variations, so I'm just going to swap this up a bit. The idea was, I thought, okay, those central midfielders are the best players in the team, which is normally a good place to start building a tactic, isn't it? But I thought, nah, I need to think about this differently. So I looked at utilizing 2 up front, classic combination, target man and a poacher, and then I'm looking at ways that we can make use of these wingers a bit more. We can get our fullbacks coming up and hitting deep crosses, and then I've put this in Issa in here in a box-to-box midfielder role, so hopefully he's going to make those runs forward as well, whilst still having kind of, this is an away game, I thought I should still have somebody here covering in front of defence. So we're going to see how this goes. As you can see there, I'm telling them to play wider, and I'm going for floating crosses. I mean, because look at these 2. Mariki, let's see, where is it? It's in attributes, isn't it? He is 194 centimeters tall, so we've got to get high crosses. We've got to take advantage of that. And Skuletic, similar story with him. Serbian guy, 193 centimeters. That's why he's the poacher, because he's a little bit shorter. So we're going to see how this goes today. The only thing is, they keep when I ask the assistant manager to do a quick pick, he keeps putting the great Kali out on the wing. Now, I know we're struggling there a bit at the moment, but I'm going to bring in Ozek in that position. He's just more of a natural winger, and he can use either foot, so he's fine on the left. And then I want Kali in the middle, basically, and then I'm going to put Issa in as that deep line playmaker, and then then we'll leave Skekic or whatever he's called. We'll leave him as an option as a sub. So let's see how it goes against Trabzonspor. I'll just take care of all this, pre-match briefing stuff, and I'll join you for kickoff. So here we are, welcome back. We're the only match of the day. It's the match of the day. It's the Friday TV game away to Trabzon. One of the tougher games of the season. I mean, you can see here on the table, Trabzon haven't had a great start to the season. There are only a couple of places and a couple of points above us. I see Başakşehir here up there in third. You see, we've played the top three already, so we have had a tough start, but we'll be hoping to get something. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost, but it would be nice to get a point here at least. So we've got the Hoff in goal, as he's now known, Claro and Politevic. I need to make an easier name for him. And Ahmet. Even though he's not happy, he's been playing well in the last couple of games, so I think he's out to prove a point. Badi and Ilhan on the wings. We've got a couple of injuries there, like Diamante's out, Milinkovic is going to be out for ages, but they'll do for now. Isa and the great Khalili in the middle of the park, Mariki, Skeletic up front. Okay, so here we are ready for kickoff. This is how we line up. So they've got the two defensive midfielders. They're leaving a bit of a gap in the middle, so hopefully we're going to be able to exploit that, and it won't be too much of a problem that I'm not playing these two side by side. So we'll see how this tactic works out. I don't want to, talk about it too much in case it turns out to be completely rubbish. We're the underdogs here. Let's go and cause an upset. I don't know, they don't react that well to anything I say, but okay. Claro, whose morale is abysmal, seems relaxed, so that's something, I suppose. So let's get straight into it. Opening highlight. Trabzonspor playing keep the ball already. That's another thing. I mean, we've been losing out in possession a lot, so that's something to try and fix as well. But it's what we do with the ball when we've got it that's been concerning me. I mean, we were doing some nice little, like you saw, maybe if you go back and see the Galatasaray game, we were doing some nice little neat passing moves and working the ball into the box, which was great. But we were only doing that 3 or 4 times a match. So I think it's much better. I thought we conceded then. The thing is, we're trying to go a bit more direct here. Use the big men. 4-4-2. We'll see if that kind of more simple approach is going to work. We can start playing around with Mazalas and things like that once we've got a good team together. And okay. Not a great start. We're already a goal down, and the guy who's picked up a knock is doing cartwheels for some reason. We don't need to see that again. Okay, it's a bit early in the game, but I need to tell him to concentrate. Even though we're playing a different formation, it doesn't seem to be any different. Oh, no, that's not good. There's lots of them looking uninterested already. See if we can get something from the corner. Yes! Get in there. It's one of the unhappy players, Claro. Hopefully that's going to cheer him up a bit. Although, that'll just mean he's going to say, see, I deserve a new contract. But look at that. Classic stuff. Just backed up a bit. Boom, got the header in. Okay, they're looking complacent. Oh, come on. Concentrate. Oh, okay. We've got a corner in a good position. Is there going to be another header? Ooh, okay. Safe hands from the keeper. Well, that's much better, lads. You started off atrociously, but now you're playing okay. Okay, Trabzon attack. Okay. Now, the tactic is a work in progress, so you'll notice I've got like the mentality on standard. I haven't played around with the instructions too much, as I figure as we play the games we'll try and do that a bit. We'll refine it as we go. Okay, we're actually. I'm trying to get them to play wider, and they're playing through the centre much more than I've seen in like the last 4 matches. Oh, okay, we're playing out wide now. Good, good. Oh, he's running through. Come on, he's one-on-one. Do it. Oh, decent effort, but I don't know. He should have done better. He seemed definitely lacking pace running between those defenders. But okay, this is good. This is good. I'm seeing a lot more out of my team than I have so far in any matches this season. Okay, and if we keep restricting them to those kind of long punts from 25 yards out, that's fine. Barak, I wonder what his injury is. Should we like go for some hard tackling on him? Oh, maybe we should. Whew. Corner. Okay. Oh, and another corner. Come on, guys. Deal with this. Deal with this. Tell them to concentrate again. Oh. I knew when they stayed on the highlight with the various corners something was going to happen. Okay, come on. Let's tie this up before half-time. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You should have done something with that. But okay, we've picked up the clearance. Let's get it into the box. Knock it out wide. Come on, knock it out wide. That's what you're supposed to do. There we go. And he knocks out wide and we lose the ball. Fantastic. Oh, how did he keep that in? Now, Burak, of course, Burak Yilmaz, he's been one of the better strikers in the Turkish league over the last few seasons. He's played for all the big clubs, actually. He's played for Besiktas, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray and Trabzonspor. He was being linked with the Premier League a couple of years ago. So, he's obviously a good player. And, oh no, we're going to get caught on the counter. Or maybe not. That was a weird ball forward. Okay, now... Alright, you've gone for the target man. You've gone for the deep cross to the target man. Okay, I told you to do that. Fair enough. And no, our tall players couldn't get ahead on the ball. Okay, come on, let's just get to half-time and regroup a bit. I can tell them at half-time, I think, that they've been doing all right. I mean, the fullbacks, they've got low ratings there. Maybe they're a bit too attacking. All right, so let's get to the dressing room. Yeah, I think I can tell them they're doing well. I'll be a bit assertive about it. I won't say we've been the better team. Unlucky boys. Okay, that worked. That did the trick. Now I'm wondering, if I switch these guys to support, are they going to be... Because I'm guessing their ratings are low, maybe because on the defensive side. But if I switch them to support, then maybe they're not going to get forward so much. We will just give it a go, because obviously both of them having low ratings means there's something up. And we'll just see how that goes. Okay, so a slightly overhit kickoff. But okay, let's keep the ball. No need to go hitting long balls quite so soon. Okay, let's make this a Genclerbirligi ball. Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought we were going to take control of possession there. Now the home fans are taking the mick with their cheers every time they complete a pass. Oh, no. That's Burak's hat-trick. Well, for someone who's been carrying a knock for the entire match, he's having a hell of a game. Let's show some passion. Some of them are looking and interested. Show some passion. Now, if we can make it 3-2 here, it's going to set up an interesting final half hour. But no, they dealt with the cross. Come on, yes, get the ball back. And it's forward to Mariki, but the goalkeeper deals with it. Okay, I hope this isn't going to be the highlight that makes it 4-1 to Trabzon. Come on. Oh, what was that? Okay, told them to show a bit more passion. So let's see it. Let's see that passion, boys. Okay, Issa to the great Khalili. And Ilhan's going to get the cross in. Okay, Khalili's got it. Now, I did tell him not to shoot because his long shots are rubbish. Okay, it's decent. This is much better than what I've been seeing in the last few games. We are actually getting forward and getting into positions. So maybe this tactic's worth sticking with maybe, although we're 3-1 down. It's the first time we've played with it, so there's hope. No! Oof! That was a weird bounce. So that was going across the keeper. He dived and got his right hand to it, and it bounced back across his body. Weird. Okay, we can't do anything yet. Should we look into making a sub? Okay, Skuletic has been rubbish. I'm going to bring on our youngster, Shaban Nishik. Let's bring him in and see what he does. Great Khalili is disenchanted. The fullbacks are still performing poorly. I don't really have anyone else to bring on. I mean, I can bring this guy on. Alright, and let's go and make them attacking again, because it's made no difference to their rating to have them on support. Let's exploit those flanks a bit more. Okay, come on, make the changes. That's better. Come on, deal with it, deal with it. Yeah, so obviously I'm going to need to rethink those fullback positions for the next game. Or maybe it's just that the fullbacks hate me as manager. Oh, no. Oh, not another penalty. How many penalties have we given away already this season? Oh, and he missed it. I don't think the goalkeeper knew much about that. But okay, he saved the penalty. Maybe our luck's changing. So come on. Let's... Okay, why has the time slowed down so much? Let's encourage them. Come on. Get up there. Do something. Maybe I need to take the great Khalili off. Because... disenchanted. I don't like the sound of that. So I'm going to bring Skekik on. Yeah. So he's going to come on for the last 15 minutes. Swap him over with Issa. Yeah, I think that's a better choice. And I'll take that off. No, shoot on sight. And we're gonna... Should we pump the ball into the box? Yeah, let's make use of that target man. Let's go more direct. And let's see. See if that brings any luck for us. Ooh, even before we got a chance to make the changes, we were almost 4-1 down. Probably going to regret those tweaks, but we need to see what works and what doesn't. Okay, safe pair of hands from the half. Go on, let's hoof it up. Let's make use of that target man. That's what we want. And the target man did nothing. Oh, stop your ironic cheers, home support. No one's interested. And I suppose I should be telling them to go a bit more balanced if we're going to go route 1. Should I just go route 1? Yeah, why not? See if it works as an option, like when we're chasing the game. Let's demand a bit more. Come on. Give us a sprint finish. Okay, but instead we're letting Trabzonspor rack up more shots. Yeah, we've been pretty poor in the second half. We haven't added... First half was better, wasn't it? The second half, I made a couple of tweaks at half-time, and guess it didn't do anything for us. Oh, they've had a man sent off, or they're about to have a man sent off. Go on, get out of here. All right, 4 minutes of added on time. Is that going to bring us anything? Come on, we'll demand more again. We can't even get a point now, but let's just see. I mean, we have added a couple of shots, just not shown in the highlights. Okay, come on. Make the end of the match at least remotely interesting. There we go. Good overlap from the fullback, but no one there for the cross. And is this a final chance for Trabzon, or is the ref going to be kind and call time on the match? Alright, we've won the ball back. That's not exactly route 1, that's route 1. But it's the wrong one. Okay, never mind. That's going to be that, I think. Just a goal kick. Alright then. Well, there's something to take away from that match. We were decent in the first half and we were poor in the second. So, no, I'm not going to tell them their efforts were excellent. Sometimes there's an option where you can say, you know, what happened, you were poor in the second half, but I don't see that. I'm going to say I'm not happy. There you go. See that assistant manager? Tough love. That's what they need. Okay, so there was a promising glimpse there, but we're going to have to think about that a bit more. Next match is against Sivaspor, bottom of the league. See you for kickoff. So welcome back. Here we are, ready for our game with Sivaspor. As you can see, we're favourites for this one. Sivaspor are 17th out of 18. So but we're just above that relegation zone as well. So we need a win to pull ourselves away. We have had a few more dynamics things. Had to have a team meeting about poor morale, and I said, look, you guys just need to start winning matches and picking up points, and then you're going to feel better. At first they said, what are you talking about? And then I explained myself a bit more, and a few of the players actually agreed with me, so that was a good sign. In all the press conferences, I've been talking about the need for the leaders in the dressing room to put up or shut up and you know, get us performing a bit better. So here's my team for today. So I've gone for more of a traditional 4-4-2 shape this time. I'm sticking with the fullbacks on attacking because we're home and we're the favourites, and we're sticking with the two up front, target man and the poacher, and we'll see what we can do. What we can do with this formation. Again, it's a bit of a work in progress, so we'll be looking to make some tweaks as we play. Okay, so we're at home, bit of a low turnout, but that's to be expected. They're lining up in a similar way to Trabzonspor, actually. But we'll see what we can do about them, so I'm going to be a bit assertive and tell them that, yeah, we're favourites. Should have said, I suppose I expect a much better performance. Never mind. Let's just see what we can do here. So we're in our red and black stripes. Come on, Genclerbirligi. Heidi Genclerbirligi. We've got to beat a team that's only picked up 2 points so far all season. So, I'm sure I've got the speed between highlights set to very fast, but it doesn't seem to be moving very fast at all. Okay, a booking for one of their players. Hopefully that'll turn into a red card soon enough. Okay, so no chances, no shots for either side yet, but here we go. Free kick out wide for Genclerbirligi. Can't get that back in the box. Oh no, watch out for the break. Watch out for the break. That's it, nicely done. The great Carly just chopped a chunk out of someone's leg there, and Mariki's through. Oh, and a save by the keeper. But that was good. We closed down their attempted counter-attack, nipped it in the bud, and almost had a mini counter of our own. But we got the corner, and it's a goal. And it's Claro again. It's Claro again. 2 goals in 2 games. Fantastic. He actually made the Super League Team of the Week after the Trabzon game. He was credited for his goal and his strong performance in defence. I'm not so sure about that second part, but all right. We'll take goals wherever they come from. Well, that's got us off to a good start, a good early goal. Let's capitalise on it. I want to win a game. It's episode 3, the end of episode 3. I need a win. Okay, there we go. We kept them to the long shot. We've been overrun in midfield, according to my assistant manager. But, you know, I was kind of prepared for that. I want to be using the flanks. I did remove the clear ball to the flanks instruction. I thought that's something that we can bring in if necessary, if we're chasing the game a bit. Okay, so we're still in control, although we haven't... Oh, I hope that's... Oh, no. How many players have I had sent off this season? That's like the 4th one. That's exactly what we didn't need. So switch him to an advanced forward then. I mean, look, this is a problem I've got. I can't play any of these guys up front as a complete forward. They're rubbish. Okay, let's put him onto attack. Let's put the wingers onto attack. And see what we can do with that. Team second bottom of the league. We're 1 up. And what was that for? It wasn't even a sliding tackle. He just seemed to like... Okay, it was from behind. He didn't get the ball, but... Seemed like more of a booking rather than one where the ref had no choice. Gonna have to tell him to concentrate. Okay, well, nothing's happened since the sending off, which I guess is a good sign. Sivas haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. Okay, come on, let's make it 2. Oh, yes, we've done it. Mariki finally scores. Finally scores. He's... Those are two of the guys who've been asking for contracts have combined here. It's, yeah. Great Kali makes the assist. Mariki scores. Claro got the first goal. They're all justifying themselves at the moment. Chifchi's on a 6.6, so not great. Ah, great stuff. Khalili, I thought... Oh, they're going to have a man sent off. Okay, now we're level. Now we're level. 10 men each. Okay, I am feeling a lot better about this match then as we head into the break. Half time. Here we go. So I'm not going to fiddle around with this too much. Just get into the team talk. Tell them I am pleased and to keep it going. They're all happy with that. I thought, given the morale at the moment, it's not the time to be telling them to concentrate. Okay, let's get back out there. As we're 2-0 up, I'm not going to tweak anything greatly for the minute. We'll see what happens as this second half progresses. Oh, I hope we're not going to be playing too many passes like that. Only the 3 shots we've had, but 3 on target and 2 goals. So at least we're converting them. So we're still giving up a lot of possession. I mean, considering we're the home team and Sivaspor are pretty rubbish. That's something to look at. Okay, oh, they're going to have another man sent off. Oh, they're down to 9 men. It's a card fest. Okay, well, this has got to be us now, isn't it? We're 2-0 up, 35 minutes to go, and we're a man up, even though we're a man down. This is welcome to Turkish football, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Baddie's picked up a yellow. I'm going to have to watch out for him there. Don't know, he's having a good game. He's got an assist. Don't necessarily want to take him off, but I'll take him off if I have to. Anything to protect this lead at the moment. Okay, let's make a sub. There must be some people getting tired out there by now. I told, yeah, let's bring Elvis back in. But he's not one to play that deep in midfield, is he? I can put him on up front. Maybe he'll give me a different option up front. Let him run at the defenders a bit. And this guy, Serdar Ozkan, he came to me asking for more first team football, and I told him to be patient, and he said, fair enough, boss. So I'm going to put him on, just to show the rest of the team that, you know, when someone comes and speaks to me reasonably, I listen, and I give him a chance. Go on, Claro. Go on, Ilhan. Oh, that was close to 3. Okay, I'll let this highlight play out, and then I'll have a look at the tactics, see how we're going to close out this game. I've still got Elvis on target, man. Should have changed that already. Okay, this is promising stuff. Nice little bit of passing. Okay, out wide to the fullback. Let's see him. Okay, he couldn't get the cross in, but we still got it through. Okay, decent effort. Decent effort. Yeah, I'm going to change him. I can have him. Oh, false 9. When there's only one up front, he needs someone else with him, really. Let's just put him on as a poacher. Okay, I don't need to change anything else, I think. We've just got to ride out this match. Sivaspor don't look like they're going to threaten. If it goes 2-1, then we'll have to think about making some changes. But for now, are we going to make it 3? Oh, Ilhan. Should have just hit that one first time, mate. Okay. Got a chance here. Cross comes in. Oh, and Ilhan. Fantastic effort. That was more like it, Ilhan. You hit that one first time. But nothing came of it ultimately. Alright then. Into the final 15 minutes. And it's been all us in the second half. Since they had that second red card, I think they've just been on damage limitation mode. But again, I can't read too much into this game, because they're a team in worse form than us, and with the sendings off. But I suppose, I mean, when we were a man down, we still stayed on top. So that was good. I'm just going to tell them to... Oh, no, I've calmed down. I meant concentrate. I wasn't concentrating. Never mind. Shouldn't make too much of a difference. Come on, let's make it 3-0. Let's make it 3-0. Send the fans home happy. Well, that doesn't really do the trick, but... Well, we'll be happy with 2-0. We'll take any kind of win we can get at the moment. Would have been nice to kind of kill the game off a bit more, but can't complain too much. Alright, come on. Let's add a late goal. That'll have a nice buzz around the supporters as they go home. Okay, Ilhan's had a few efforts. Had that one very good shot. So he's someone who I think we can look to put into more of an attacking role. Although obviously the extra space created by them being down to 9 men has helped, no doubt. Okay, let's see, is there a final chance in here for us? No, but fair enough. We get the vital win today, as the commentary says. And we're much happier with that, so I am going to take the opportunity to tell them it was a very nice victory. No need to say you played very well, because, you know, it was alright. And everybody's happy with that. Morale is up. This is what we were talking about. So, we defeat 9-man Sivaspor. We don't care about how many men they had. This is another thing about Turkey. You get prize money after every game. So, £462,000 for that win. It's pretty good. Got to be happy with that. So, I have a quick look at the table. So, that win moves us up to 12th on 9 points, although most of the other teams have still got to play this weekend. And if we look at our schedule, our next match is away in the Cup to Bayrampaşa, essentially a non-league team. So that's a chance to get 2 wins in a row, get some more confidence up. I'm tempted to come back, although it's only a few matches away. I'm tempted to come back for the Besiktas game, because it is one of those bigger games of the season, and it's at home. So we might see how that goes. We might look to do Besiktas Kayserispor for the next episode. And then, of course, once we get round to the January, we get round to that cycle again: Bursaspor, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce. So, although I would like to have some matches featured where we've got a chance of winning, like we did today. So that's all for this episode. I think it's been a bit of a long one, but thank you for sticking through to the end. And if you did stick through to the end, then why not? You know, just leave a little like before you go. Drop me a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and this was episode 3 of Breaking the Big 3, and I'll see you again soon.